And we welcome you to RC Audio Sports on YouTube. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez tonight. We're at the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium here on the campus of McCollum High School, and this is the game of the night, if not the game of the season. The John Jay Mustangs coming to play the McCollum Cowboys, who are hosting. The McCollum Cowboys in charge of things now, undefeated in district play, and the Mustangs have one loss, and that was to the McCollum Cowboys in the first round. You found us here on our YouTube channel. While you're here, hit the subscribe button and go hit the bell icon as well so that you're notified every time that we go live. We will be right back after just a little commerce. I'll tell you about these teams.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
See me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome back to the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium on the campus of McCollum High School. We've got a big one, 28-5A girls basketball. It's the McCollum Cowboys hosting the Jay Mustangs. The McCollum Cowboys in charge of things, 8-0 they are in district play. Jay has one loss, and that's to these McCollum Cowboys in the first round. Here we'll talk about it. We'll talk a lot about it tonight. Let me just briefly tell you that a McCollum win tonight virtually seals it. Not mathematically, but it'll give them a 2-game lead over MacArthur, who has lost a couple of games already, and it would put the second loss on John Jay. So it would give McCollum a 2-game lead over numbers 2 and 3. And the way McCollum is playing, that would be a steep hill for anybody to climb and catch up to the McCollum Cowboys. So the Cowboys a win here, virtually locks it up. John Jay gets a win, and that title is on the table. It's up for grabs. One loss for McCollum, that would be. One loss for Jay, and then MacArthur only a game behind Jay, and McCollum should John Jay win. So if you kept all of that straight, we'll discuss it throughout the night. I hope you kept all of that straight. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez. Gavin Quintanilla will be on camera here again this evening. And we welcome you to RC Audio Sports on YouTube. The Jay Mustangs, they're coached by Coach Timothy Green. He's assisted by Joshua LaCour and Christina Lita. The John Jay Mustangs last year finished 4th in a tough 29-6A district. They were by-district finalists, lost to Carroll. We always like to go back 3 years when these seniors were freshmen. In 2022, that would be the Jay Mustangs finished 12-25 for the season. Had a tough district schedule, 2-14, finished 9th and didn't qualify. A couple of years ago, 10-17 for the season, 5-10 in district play, finished 8th, and again didn't qualify. But last year, as we just mentioned, a 4th place finish in 29-6A. They were 23-12, a 20-win season with virtually the same group that was here that's here tonight. 23-12 for the season, 11-5 in district play. That was good enough for 4th, advanced to the playoffs, and lost to Carroll, Corpus Christi Carroll, in the first round, in the by-district round. John Jay is 19-7 this year, 1 win away from a 20-win season. 12-6 in non-district play. They're 7-1 in district play, have lost only to McCollum. 4 quality wins this year. A quality win we define as a win against a team that has a winning record. So 4 quality wins for the John Jay Mustangs. They score 53.5 points a game, give up 38, little over 38 points a game. So a quite stout defensive team they are. The John Jay Mustangs, after losing to McCollum, are on a 7-game win streak. Of course, they open up district play, and they're opening up the second round of district play against the McCollum Cowboys. A loss in the opener, and 7 wins since then. The McCollum Cowboys, Coach Green, generally a 7-man rotation. Jalen Arevalo, you'll hear us call her name a bunch. Analicia Rosa, Shanice Davis, Michaela Garcia, Claire Gutierrez, Naisha Barnes, Emery Baldwin will get the crux of the minutes here tonight. Of course, Coach Green will go a little deeper than that as the night necessitates. But among those that we named, Naisha Barnes has been the RC Audio Sports Player of the Week twice already this season, averaging 15.5 points. Rebounding over almost 5 rebounds per game, assisting a couple. And of course, the Shanice Davis, if you've been watching RC Audio Sports, you know all about her. She was a standout on the volleyball court. She's a standout here on the a leader and a standout here on the basketball court. And she'll run track as well. And we understand that she even gets on the soccer field. So she's just an all-around athlete. Michaela Garcia, the freshman on this team, averaging almost 10 points a game. She's got a high ceiling. We just very impressed with her play. Michaela also on the John Jay Mustangs volleyball team, and just really impressed with her play all the way around. Claire Gutierrez, if you watched our game that we streamed when the Mustangs played Harlandale, Claire with a clutch 3 just when the Mustangs needed it, and to separate themselves from the Harlandale Indians and get the win. Quickly, as the time is running down, let me move over to the McCollum Cowboys, give you a brief rundown on them. Coached by Coach Ernest Lopez. He's assisted, as first assistant is Jacob Fernandez. Ernest is in his 7th year as a head coach. He's a Harlandale High School alum, so a product of the district. He assisted Coach De Los Santos at Harlandale, and he has done quite well here as a head coach at McCollum. 3 years ago, when the seniors were freshmen, the McCollum Cowboys finished 13-17, 6-8 in district play, and finished 4th. A couple of years ago, 28-10, 11-3 for the district season, tied for first. It was a 3-way tie for first, a title, but the Cowboys shared it and reached the area round. They were area finalists. Last year in 23-24, the McCollum Cowboys hit the 30-win threshold. 31-3 they were, 13-1 in district play, but they still had to share that district title with Harlandale. So back-to-back district titles for the McCollum Cowboys, shared both times. One of the goals, I know that talking to the coaches and the kids here, one of the goals for the McCollum Cowboys is to win a title outright. And they are on their way to do that if they continue uninterrupted. The Cowboys averaging almost 64 points a game, giving up 44. And this is, to me, what sets them apart from the other teams in the district. 11 quality wins. 11 quality wins. That means 11 wins against teams that they played with winning records. And that's a high number in comparison. 23-3 overall, 15-3 in non-district, 8-0 in district play, starting the second round of district play here tonight. About a 7-man rotation for the Cowboys as well. You'll hear us say, call out Zoe Giannis' name, Aaliyah Mancha, Noelisa Espinosa, Brooke Romo, April Flores, Brianna Viria. Brianna had 8 3-pointers in her last game against Southwest. All of these kids can shoot the 3. They can score, just athletes all the way around. And we'll be back. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Ready! Set! Go! It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez Associates. It's personal.
And we bring you back here to the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium just in time to honor our flag and nation as they play the national anthem.
At this moment, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
And there you have it, honoring our flag and nation with the playing of the national anthem. The John Jay Mustangs, the visitors, and they'll be introduced to start off.
Senior Claire Gutierrez.
Claire Gutierrez.
Number 24.
Clutch shot against Harlandale in the last time we streamed them. Naisha Barnes, two-time player of the week for RC Audio Sports. Michaela Garcia, a freshman. And boy, I'm telling you, she has got a high ceiling. A senior, Shinice Davis, and she shines on the basketball court. She shines in any sport that she plays. Analicia Rosa, number 10. The energy behind the John Jay team. So Noelisa Espinosa will start. She generally runs the point.
5'1" senior April
Flores will share the point guard duties with Noah Lisa, like having a couple of point guards on the floor. Zoe Yanis wears number 1. She's a junior, and she can do it all. She'll play near the basket, and she can hit from outside the arc as well. Aaliyah Mancha has been the player of the week this year. Brianna Viria wears number 32. She's the senior of this team, and her last outing against the Southwest Dragons, she scored 24 points all on trays. 8 3-pointers for Brianna. We call her Green Light. Brianna Green Light Villarreal. If she steps off that court and she touches the ball, she's shooting it. So the John Jay Mustangs in blue and white, all blue here tonight as the visiting team, the McCollum Cowboys in their green and gold, but white unis, tops and bottoms, the home team whites for the McCollum Cowboys. Aaliyah Mancha will still, a couple of athletes in that circle. Aaliyah Mancha will step into the circle to attempt to jump for the tip here against Shanice Davis. Big game, the McCollum Cowboys 8-0. The John Jay Mustangs with 1 loss, and that loss to the McCollum Cowboys. Shanice will win the tip, and Nyesha will get that quickly over on Alicia Rosa. Shanice Davis gets tied up. Claire from the near corner. It's up and a little bit long. She'll have to calibrate. Zoe Yanis with the board, and the McCollum Cowboys early offense. Brianna Green Light Viria, we told you. She's got the ball, and she's in range. She's going to put it up, hit it most of the time. This time she's a little bit long, out of bounds, off the Mustangs, and Noah Lisa will bring it in under the Cowboys basket. Inbound to April Flores and head up and dribbling, always looking for the opportunity. Brianna will try to get that screen off of April. Zoe backs up. Nyesha will defend, and Zoe's a little long too. Maybe what we're seeing is nerves, maybe just a little adrenaline going here in the early going. Shots are a little bit long. McCollum will open up with a full court press.
Little cold draft is what it is, Coach.
It's a cold. That ball's floating a little better than it normally does, I guess. Nyesha will get some defense across the midcourt line. Michaela's tough right there. She works her way around Leah Mancha, and Michaela Garcia with the first 2 points of the game.
Great footwork by Garcia in the paint.
Oh, she loves to play on that block, and she is tough to stop. Zoe with the little cross dribble and penetration. Shanice will challenge her, and Aaliyah will knock that out of bounds. So the Nyesha will be called with the last touch. So the McCollum Cowboys will retain possession here under their basket and will inbound. Zoe again, Shanice challenging. This one's a little bit short, and Shanice with the board. Aaliyah will tie her up. Jump ball. The Mustangs won the tip, so this one will go to McCollum. The ball will stay right here on the McCollum side of the court. Noah Lisa again inbounding, a little bit of a block. Aaliyah gets the inbound over to Noah Lisa, and I beg your pardon, to Brianna. Noah Lisa in the paint. April put the ball on the floor. Is always taking a couple of shots already, one long, one short. And Shanice, she draws a Shanice on defense. They'll switch over for Nyesha and April from Aaliyah. The board goes to the Cowboys, and Zoe has calibrated. Zoe Yanis with the 3 from the far corner.
A lot of credit to the McCollum Cowboys, mate. Trying to find something, moving the basketball all around.
And Alicia Rosa looks across. Michaela, a lot of defense, not to be denied. 4 points for Michaela. All 4 of the J points belong to Michaela Garcia. Aaliyah will start off there at the point. Noah Lisa draws a little bit of defense. Nyesha tries to fight through the screen. Zoe again up on top. Shanice providing some defense. She gets some space, and Aaliyah in the lane is going to drive, and Alicia Rosa will tie her up. She has another thing in mind. She's not going to let Aaliyah get to the basket. So a tie up here, and the arrow pointing to the Mustangs. Aisha with a low pass, she's able to control it, and Alicia will draw a double, and Alicia will draw a double team. No, Alicia will challenge her and will tie the ball up, and here we go the other way.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of those 3 jump balls already in this first quarter.
Well, we just had a game, Bobby, the South San Bobcats, the Harlandale Indians boys basketball game on Tuesday, and we talked about just how handsy and how tough South San was in the paint, and it looks like these two teams employing a similar strategy.
Lots of blocks in that game. Great defense earlier this week, or late last week.
Where are we, Tuesday?
Yeah.
What day is this? Brianna Villarreal with the steal, and Alicia will try to get that one back, but instead she draws a whistle and her first foul. First personal foul for Alicia and first team foul for the Mustangs. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium at McCollum High School. Brianna will draw Rosa on defense. A little bit of a shuffle offense here. Chinese will deny. Brianna again trying to penetrate. Michaela will make contact with her, not stationary, not set, so that's going to be a blocking call. Michaela called for her first foul. Second team foul for the Mustangs. 2 quick ones against the Mustangs. Remember 5? Remember 5? Uh-oh.
Yeah, that hit the backboard to the inbound.
Underneath is in. Now the iron support is out. The official said that it hit the baseline and he's going to bring it back. I thought it hit kind of high up on the support. Under the backboard is still in. April from the near corner. Oh, nothing but nylon. April Flores.
The 3-pointers are going in here early on for McCollum as they have 2 from behind the arc.
Zoe with the steal from the inbounds, and Alicia will move in for the board. Quickly to Claire Gutierrez, and the Mustangs looking for some early offense as well. And Alicia tries to get it into Naisha, unable to do so. Naisha with the loose ball, and she's going to dribble out and reset for the Mustangs. Chinese will screen Noelisa, and Alicia Rosa now will reset for the Mustangs. Rosa draws April Flores on defense. Shuffle to Naisha. Naisha will draw Noelisa Espinosa in and out for the 2-time player of the week, Naisha Barnes. 6-4, the Cowboys with the lead and with the ball. Noelisa will hand it off to Brianna. And Alicia with some tight, close quarters defense there. Michaela gets April Flores to kill her dribble. Aaliyah not allowed to set at the block where the Cowboys really like her. Noelisa Espinosa from behind the arc. The Mustangs doing a pretty good job of pushing Aaliyah Mancha off the block. The Cowboys like to have her play there. Michaela, baseline penetration, gets some defense from Aaliyah. No whistle. Rosa will punch that out of bounds and allow the Mustangs to set their defense. Cowboys are very dangerous with an early offense, so if you can punch the ball out like Rosa just did, there's an advantage. It's not a stat, but it's a good advantage to allow you to set your D against a team that's looking for early offense. Backdoor cut, Zoe from Noelisa Espinosa, basket is good. 11-4, a 7-point lead here for the Cowboys in the early going. Michaela will center the ball over to Claire Gutierrez. Barnes to Rosa, and a reset. Claire thinks about that 3 and is going to give it off to Chinese. Michaela, where she's dangerous, up and under, no good. Mancha with the board, and here come the Cowboys with that early offense. Naisha, she's out there by herself, out in front of the break, off the glass and good. Barnes. Lots of deflections in the early going, reaching the 2-minute mark. 11-6, the Cowboys lead. Aaliyah will try to set a screen for Zoe. Zoe will penetrate, kick out to green light Villarreal. Villarreal is off the mark there. Chinese with the board. April Flores does a good job of slowing the offense down, as Chinese was looking to get that ball up the court, and April Flores denying her. Naisha draws a lot of attention. Shanice at the far corner. One-on-one with April. She's going to penetrate. Oh, she drew a lot of contact. That's going to be a foul.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one again, Coach. Driving into the lane. Contact.
Shanice is tough. Man, she is as tough as they come. A senior here on the John Jay Mustangs basketball team. We saw her play volleyball. We understand that she plays a little soccer, and I know that we're looking forward to seeing her on the track as well. We reported on RC Audio Sports earlier in the season that she had visited SMU. SMU was interested in her as a track athlete. Shanice off the mark there on both of her free throws. Noelisa with the long board. Aaliyah can shoot the three as well. Naisha is going to defend her and challenge her. Michaela Garcia with the board. Shanice over to Jalen Arevalo, who's entered the ball game from the far corner. Claire Gutierrez. Claire Gutierrez hit one of those against Harlandale the last time we streamed them, and it was a dagger. Just a clutch free throw as Harlandale was making a comeback. Penetration for Noelisa, high up off the glass and good. Claire Gutierrez, the daughter of John Jay football head coach Gary Gutierrez.
Didn't he have a son also that was the quarterback?
Yes, he does. Jackson, I believe, is his name, playing at the Naval Academy. Leah Mancha will launch one. Noelisa, a backwards throw. Okay, and who's that? Brooke Romo has entered the game. No good. The Mustangs come out with it. Claire Gutierrez will reset. Naisha thinks about it. She's got a foot across the line. That'll be good for two. 30 seconds to play here. The Cowboys were going to slow this one down just a little bit. Not sure. 23 seconds, the Cowboys in possession. That's a long possession for the Cowboys. I don't know if they're looking for the last shot or just allowing offense to set. Over to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah will shot fake and penetrate off the glass. She goes to the floor. Naisha with a long board, and Zoe tries to slow her down. Over to Claire Gutierrez. She likes that spot. Off the rim and no good. Shanice with the board, can't get another shot.
Oh boy. Everything we thought this game would be in the first quarter.
You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we bring you back to the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium here on the campus of the McCollum Cowboys. The McCollum Cowboys girls basketball team 8-0 in the first round of district play, and hoping to improve to 9-0. A win here tonight would virtually lock up that district championship. Not mathematically, things can happen, but they'd have a 2-game lead over their two closest contenders, and with 7 games left, that is a tall hill to climb. The Mustangs are with the possession after the quarter. That's Arevalo off the glass and no good. Brooke Romo is in the game, a big board. Brooke Romo is in the game here to give Coach Lopez and the Cowboys a little bit of size there in the block. It allows Aaliyah Mancha to move out just a little bit. Shanice, cross dribble by Zoe. She's in the lane. She's going to hit that one.
What a crossover. Separate herself from the defender, and even better to finish on that shot.
Nice little running jumper. Zoe is, no, Elisa will tie it up. No whistle, all ball. The official standing right there. We'll let them play on. Elisa on the baseline. Claire, a lot of defense. Another running jumper. Brooke up above everyone with a board as she gets fouled on the putback attempt. Brooke Romo. Talk about multi-sport athletes. Brooke Romo is a middle blocker, outside hitter with the McCollum Cowboys volleyball team as well. I believe that last year, she participated in track and field, so multi-sport athlete. Brooke will miss her first one. Robert Villafranca here on RC Audio Sports. Bobby Mendez at the tech table and providing color today. And we have Gavin Quintanilla, still Christmas break for the Houston Christian University senior, cinematics arts major. Glad to have him. And no iron on that, so they whistle quickly. Entering the ballgame for the McCollum Cowboys is number 2, Layla Gonzalez. So Layla will join Noah, Lisa, and Zoe, Aaliyah, and Brooke here for the Cowboys. Claire across the midcourt line, a little bit long with the pass. And the Mustangs unable to hold on. That's Emery Baldwin. She wears number 31 for the J Mustangs, but just out of reach there. So Zoe Giannis across midcourt. The Cowboys with a 4-point lead. A little bit of a shot fake. Layla will come into the paint, and a running jumper for her. Brooke, wow, great positioning. Great rebound positioning for Brooke. Somehow Layla ends up with that after a deflection. Claire tries to get it across, and she's denied. Layla, again, another good play there. A couple of plays there that aren't going to be in the stat line, but some outstanding play by Layla, who's just come in the game. Layla draws Michaela Garcia, a little bit of a switch there. Michaela's going to stay with Noah Lisa. Both coaches shouting out orders. Naisha come across, not going to let Noah Lisa reset, and will knock that out of bounds.
You know, these are two really good teams, Coach, that really emphasize defense, and you can really see the pressure on defense here by John Jay. They try to make it very difficult for McCollum to move the ball around. They're filling the lanes. They're playing close on their opponent.
John Jay, there's Zoe from behind the arc, in the rim, and good. Zoe Giannis with the 3 opens up a 7-point lead. The John Jay Mustangs, Bobby, giving up less than 40 points a game. Oh, nice entry pass to Claire from Claire Gutierrez to Michaela Garcia. And the Cowboys give up a little bit more than that, 44 points, but they're a little higher scoring. So the point differential is about the same for both teams, as you said. Outstanding defense throughout the season. Cross for Aaliyah. Naisha will stay between her and the basket. Aaliyah will keep her dribble alive, but she's getting the count. Heads up timeout by Ernest Lopez, the head coach for the McCollum Cowboys, as that 5-second count was going to be called. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. To the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium at McCollum High School. The girls basketball standings after the first round. McCollum 8-0, yet to lose a district game. Jay 7-1. Their loss to McCollum. MacArthur has 2 losses. They lost to McCollum and Jay 6-2. MacArthur is Southside 5-3, and they're in the driver's seat for that 4th seed spot. That's good news and bad news. Good news is that you're in control of your own destiny. Bad news, being in that 4th seed, is the margin for error is like 0. So the Southside, so McCollum, Jay, MacArthur, and Southside filling the top 4 spots for 28 5A girls. After the timeout, a well-called timeout by Coach Lopez, the Cowboys will inbound Zoe again in her range, and from behind the arc. Brooke again, outstanding. Boy, just outstanding rebounding position for Brooke. And unable to hold that, keep possession of the board. It goes out of bounds, and very impressed with Brooke's rebounding position.
Yeah, Brooke definitely has the high advantage there and uses every bit of that to be able to come down with multiple boards.
She's always in a great spot when the ball comes off the rim. Nyesha will get the pass from Michaela. Michaela will try to set. She's got a good matchup there, and Nyesha finds her. Yeah, Michaela drew Noelisa Espinosa, and Michaela a little more size than Noelisa. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be able to stay with that matchup.
Yeah, once Michaela's down in that paint, she's really good at using that backboard and finding the bucket.
Good, strong moves. Layla out in front, and she's getting a lot of defense from Arevalo. Noelisa in the paint, across the block to Brooke, and Brooke can't convert on that, but she gets fouled. You get fouled on a shot attempt, doesn't go against you. It's not actually a shot attempt. She didn't miss anything. She got fouled. She's got a chance for 2. Nice backspin, nothing but nylon. 19 points for the Cowboys, 15 for Jay. Jay hanging in there. Last time the two met, 52-40 was the score. McCollum won that one by 12 points. As I understand, that game was very close up until the very end. And Nyesha overdose on the pass. Michaela saying, that was me, didn't present myself. It's a freshman showing a lot of maturity there. Claire Gutierrez is going to defend Noelisa. She gets that count going. The officials still counting. Noelisa gets a reset there across the paint. And Emery Baldwin could not hold on to it. And again, Noelisa Espinosa not going to show up in the stat line, but she denied the Mustangs a nice little fast break. The Mustangs were behind the Cowboys.
I'm pretty sure she regrets throwing in that traffic right there. So hustled right back to get into the mix there to prevent that fast break.
Nice recovery. It's the little things. The little things will a lot of times will determine whether you're successful or not. Noelisa does all those little things well. A 360 from Aaliyah will get fouled by Nyesha. Off the glass, no good. She's got 2 shots coming.
Yeah, that was a really good take. And you got to give a lot of credit to the Mustang defense. They've done a good job of really concentrating on taking Aaliyah out of her rhythm down low in the paint.
Aaliyah can play just about any place. It looks like Coach Lopez has got her playing in proximity to the basket here to start this game. And as you said, the Mustangs doing a good job of pushing her away. That time, Aaliyah used the dribble to get to the basket, but still a lot of defense from Barnes.
And very good dribbler she is, Coach. She can move the ball up and down the court.
Handles. She's got handles. Jalen Arevalo left-handed layup up and under Aaliyah Mancha, and that'll be good for 2. The Mustangs close to within 3. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. The Mustangs now within 3. Elisa at the line. Alicia will penetrate and give that one off. It's Layla off to Torres. We haven't called Torres' name yet, but Torres can shoot that 3 as well. From way back near midcourt, she decides to take that one to the bucket. And the foul, Coach Green not pleased with the call. But it'll stand a sophomore guard, Juliana Torres is a 57% free throw shooter. And she used the penetration to get away from that 5 count and got a foul right at the shot. Juliana's not going to miss.
And you look at the difference in the score here, too. McCollum has been aggressively attacking the basketball, and they're getting rewarded going to the free throw line. As you look at the scoreboard, Coach, there's no fouls in this second quarter against the Cowboys.
The Cowboys have not been called for a foul, so one more foul. Let's say the Cowboys are virtually in the bonus already. For every whistle from here on out, we'll send them to the line. The Mustangs yet to be fouled. Claire Gutierrez behind the arc, a little bit deep. Nyesha will push that one out to Shanice. Shanice will reset. Claire again, this time off the mark to the side there. Look good, right? It looked like the perfect arc there. Aaliyah's got Brianna on the backside, but she's going to take it herself. Change her mind. Noelisa will reset. Zoe sets a screen on Shanice, trying to get Noelisa some space. Juliana Torres, who can shoot. Kills her dribble. Brianna will help her. Jalen Arevalo with the takeaway. Emery Baldwin looks over for Nyesha, steps into the three, and then puts it on the floor to the bucket. Zoe Giannis will foul her. Really have not called Nyesha's name much. I don't think she's getting the touches that Coach Green would like her to get here in the second half. We expect that to probably change a little bit. As you know, as we say, that probably has something to do with McCollum's defense as well.
Yeah, you know, to start the game, she had a couple moves to the basket, but you're right. In this second quarter, not much of her. But this time it's the Mustangs, the J Mustangs, being a little bit more aggressive, and this time they get rewarded and get to the free throw line.
They had, I can think of at least 3 opportunities here where the Mustangs had a fast break going, and the Cowboys stopped them in mid-break. Nyesha good on 1 of her 2 free throws. And you know, you're talking about fast break points. That's about 6 points that the Cowboys denied the Mustangs from converting. Zoe out to Brianna across the court to Noelisa. Rosa will play defense. Not a whole lot of space between her and the ball there. Tough defender on Alicia. Noelisa Espinosa finds a baseline and takes her. And what a take by Noelisa. A lot of contact. Officials allowing some physicality. Shanice, wide open 3, no good. And Emery Baldwin with the board and can't convert. Aaliyah Mancha had something to do with that.
Yeah, she got the block there, Aaliyah Mancha did. Good defense down low.
Baldwin will inbound. Emery will try to free Nyesha. She'll swing it back around. Shanice to Jalen. Nyesha at the block. She's going to want to take this one up and under glass. No good. Board Zoe. Nyesha will fight her for it. And out on Nyesha Barnes. A couple of substitutions here, or at least one substitution here for the Mustangs. It is Claire Gutierrez coming in for Jalen Arevalo. A 5-point lead for the Cowboys here with just over a minute to play. Cowboys slowing the tempo down just a little bit. Aaliyah has enough space, and you just can't give her that much space. Nyesha Barnes let her guard down just a little bit. Aaliyah recognized it and put that one up. 26-18. An 8-point lead here for the Cowboys as Juliana Torres provides some defense. Noelisa with the save. Brianna into the paint. And whistle, jump ball it is. That could have been a bunch of things. Could have been a foul, could have been a travel. Officials called that a jump. So the Cowboys will reset in their full court press. It has been giving the Mustangs a lot of trouble. 8-point lead for the Mustangs in the middle. Claire will help break the defense, draws a double, and out to Nyesha. Oh, here comes Zoe. 2-on-1, Zoe on the left, Juliana on the right, off the glass, no good. Nyesha will board it. Still 25 seconds to play. And the Mustangs throw that away. Brianna Villarreal with the free ball there. Over to Brianna, she's got some space. She steps up to the free throw line, no good. Aaliyah with the putback, and somehow that did not go in. That looked like it defied gravity. Thought for sure that one was going in the bucket. And Aaliyah has an opportunity here to make amends for that. That was about halfway in the bucket when it came back out.
It's been a few of those here tonight.
Aaliyah, nothing but nylon on her first attempt. Aaliyah's a 67% free throw shooter. And 100% on that trip to the line, so that is now a 10-point lead. Juliana will deflect that off of Rosa, and there's a foul that Torres will be called for. Still a long way from the bonus. We'll see if Coach Lopez wants to go ahead and use some of the fouls of his bench players here. He's got a couple of fouls to give before he's in the bonus. Over to Claire. Claire in the open court. Bassett shot will not count. So we're at halftime here at the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium. The Cowboys with a 10-point lead. It's 28-18. You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Tacho Tovar, a longtime sponsor of RC Audio Sports. We're appreciative of him and all of the sponsors who have stepped up and made what we do possible. Southside Real Estate Professionals, a recent addition to our sponsorship team, a group of women realtors who all graduated from SAISD and Harlandale ISD schools. Their heart and much of their business, much of their work is here on the south side of San Antonio. They are real estate professionals, but their heart is in it. All kinds of community projects here in the community and the schools on the south side of town. They can help you with selling a house, buying a house, investing if you want to do that. And the thing that, to me, the greatest thing about Southside Real Estate Professionals is that they offer classes as well. If you want to learn more about the process, you're just not sure if you want to do it, no pressure, call them up. The phone number is right there on the screen, 210-291-4002. Let them know that you heard about them on RC Audio Sports. And you're back, picture there of the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium on the campus of McCollum High School. A very unique layout for a high school gym. Presidio Concrete, also new to our sponsorship team. Hector Gonzalez, Ray Gutierrez, owners of Presidio Concrete, in the business for 3 years, and what a mark they have made in that short time. The Presidio Concrete has they're responsible for the concrete work at Veterans Memorial Stadium and Judson ISD. They also are working on the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. That gives you an idea of just how versatile and skilled they are and how general contractors trust them on big jobs. But don't let that intimidate you. If you're a homeowner and you've got work at your residence that you need done, a driveway, a porch, a barbecue slab, whatever it is, Presidio Concrete can help you with that as well. Phone number on the screen, 210-784-7222. Do us a favor. When you call Hector, let him know that you heard about him on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back to tell you a little bit about longtime sponsor Superior Tax and Payroll Services. Founder and owner of Superior Tax is our own Bobby Mendez. Bobby's tax season, has it gotten busy already for you?
We are getting some phone calls, setting the appointments. We are able to file early. So if you need an advance, if you got some bills that are needing to be paid, we can file early. You can get a little up to $6,000 within 24 hours. So yeah, it's starting to pick up, Coach, and getting all the phone calls coming in to the office. And the great thing about it, we were started here on the south side. our office is now on the north side, but we can do taxes from anywhere, whether you live here in the south side of San Antonio or whether you live in California, New York, Florida, or wherever we can handle.
Technology allows you to do a lot of that stuff remotely and online and so forth. But I will just a little fun fact there. It's across McCollum from North Star Mall, so you can drop some stuff off there with Bobby and then do some shopping at the
or
mall.
grab something to eat around the area. There's plenty of food and shopping right next to the Boots, right?
Oh, right next to the Boots.
So you just cross McCullough and we're right there.
Phone number right there is good, 210-224-5000. Give Bobby a call. Let's get those taxes done before April.
Preferably before,
right?
before April 15th.
You can call him April 14th. He'll take your call on April 14th. But given his druthers, he'd rather be called in January. He'll help you either way. Take some pressure off of Bob and call him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's busy tonight. All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll bring you back to the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
And we bring you back again to the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium on the campus of McCollum High School. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez. Gavin Quintanilla back with us on camera, still on Christmas break from Houston Christian University, the Cinematic Arts major. Working the camera for us during the break, and we really appreciate him doing that. He's welcome anytime. Lou Torres facing the crowd here at the McCollum High School Gymnasium. Lou Torres, a long-time basketball coach in the area, coached at South San for many years, finished his coaching duties at Harlandale High School. Then went into administration, and here to watch his son-in-law, Coach Green.
Fun fact, Coach Torres allowed me to PA the basketball games.
Oh,
so
that is a fun fact.
Junior in high school, as he was doing the games, he said, yeah, go right ahead. So I would do the starting introductions and the PA announcing for the Harlandale Indians.
The things you learn. I didn't know that. That is a fun fact.
I reminded him today just a few moments ago.
If I've got my timeline correctly, I believe that Coach Torres was the coach for Coach Jerry Soto, who's the superintendent of schools at Harlandale ISD at South San. Coach Torres, another fun fact, he coached Shaquille O'Neal in high school in an AAU setting. Maybe we'll get him up here to put a headset on here if we get a chance. April Flores to start the second half, a little bit long, nobody there, but Analicia Rosa, and she's going to pull it, look for some early offense. She's in the lane, no one to stop her, off the glass, no good, and Zoe Giannis with a board. Cowboys will always push that ball up, and Zoe finds an open lane. She finds Shanice, a little running jumper there for Zoe, and that is good. Michaela's going to go into the lane. Zoe's got some defense on the backside. Zoe's going to be called for that. Michaela Garcia will go to the line for 2 shots.
Cowboys really extended that lead there to start this second half of play.
The Mustangs hanging in there, 4-6 point difference, and then right as the first half was coming to a close, the Cowboys really locked down defense and denied the Mustangs from scoring. Put a few in their bucket and had a 10-point lead at half. Michaela Garcia again for the second free throw. Nice spin, a little long, no good. Chinese with the board. Out to Claire. Michaela out at the arc. Is going to go into the lane. Ball gets knocked away. April Flores comes up with it, and here comes Brianna. A dribble behind the back. April kills her dribble, has to pass all the way across the lane. Gets away with that. Noah Lisa will kick out. Aaliyah at the corner, baseline drive. Rosa will defend. April, nice movement. Noah Lisa Espinosa, she's in line, no good. Long board, Claire Gutierrez with the board.
Little tangling of the legs over there happening between Mancha and Rosa.
Rosa from behind the arc, and I mean way behind the arc, will let that one fly. Aaliyah Mancha will close it, will close out, but the basket no good. April inbounding, 94 feet away from her bucket. Brianna is open, and she has the idea of a break. Instead pulls up. No, Lisa from behind the arc. No good. Chinese with the board. It's a good opportunity for the Mustangs to close that deficit a little bit. The Cowboys come out of the break a little cold. Rosa, 360, gets Noah Lisa in the air, no good. Naisha with the board, and she gets fouled. Brianna Villarreal will deny her, make her work for those buckets.
Well, yeah, she was definitely working down low in the paint there, and a couple of pump fakes and, you know, some aggressive hands, missed the basketball, and now an opportunity here to get some points without the clock moving for the Mustangs.
11-point deficit. Naisha with 5 points so far in the game. Has an opportunity to move that stat up to 7. 2 fouls now for the Cowboys and none for the Mustangs yet. Front of the rim, back of the rim, no good. Here comes Jalen Arevalo to sub for Alicia Rosa. So we've got Jalen, Michaela, Naisha, Claire Gutierrez, Chinese Davis on the floor for the Mustangs. Naisha, this time nothing but nylon, a 10-point lead there for the Cowboys again. Mustangs with a little full court press of their own. Claire got the deflection, but the Cowboys ended up with it. No, Lisa runs into Naisha, who was set. Naisha Barnes takes the charge. Well, Lisa was looking to kick that one out, and I don't think that she saw the roadblock there.
Barnes claimed the homestead right there. She was ready for that charge, didn't go anywhere.
And Naisha will take that to the glass, tough, hangs on the rim. Michaela with the board and the putback. Michaela Garcia has been just dangerous around the block. Boy, a little lob pass there. The Cowboys get away with that. Noah Lisa penetrates Brianna. Green light. Villarreal off the glass, no good. Naisha will tip it to herself, and she comes up with it. Looks down court. She's got Michaela Garcia. Michaela's going to work, and she gets fouled. Brianna Villarreal.
Well, just getting back to Michaela Garcia, you know, oftentimes you get in situations where you're right underneath the basket and maybe you're too far underneath or you're just not where you need to be. And for some reason, Michaela just has a knack for being in the spot where she can get there. And this time she's fouled and gets an opportunity here.
She's got great length, and we saw that on the volleyball court, and she really uses that to her advantage. As she had real good defense, but she was able to use her reach to get the ball up on the glass and get fouled. So she's at the line now with 2 shots. The Cowboys quickly with 14 fouls. So every whistle that the Cowboys draw from here on out to the end of the third quarter, the Mustangs will go to the line. So that's a precarious position. That's a precarious position for the Cowboys to be in.
Yeah, and just to add on to Michaela Garcia, you know, oftentimes at this level, it seems to be easier close to the basket, and you think, all right, it should just go in. But, boy, as I've been watching Michaela here, I feel very confident every time she gets the ball in the paint that there's a very, very good chance that ball is going in.
Well, if you've watched any John Jay games on RC Audio Sports, you know that, my opinion is that she has got a really high ceiling on her ability. She's a freshman. She was a starter in a big, big part of the Jay Mustangs playoff volleyball team playing on the front row. We're going to take a break as the scorekeepers look. Hey, Bobby, bring me up one of the live comm splits there. And Presidio Concrete, we were telling you about them at halftime, in business for 3 years, but what a mark they've made on the industry. The concrete work at the San Antonio Zoo Gorilla Enclosure, the concrete work at Veterans Memorial Judson ISD gives you an idea of just how talented, how skilled, and how respected they are in this construction community. But don't be intimidated. You need work at your home. You're a homeowner, and you need work at the house, on your residence. Call them up. Phone number for Presidio 210-784-7222. Let them know you heard about them on RC Audio Sports. We also have Southside Real Estate Professionals, a group of women realtors, all alumni of SAISD and Harlandale ISD. Their heart and their work, much of their work is on the south side of town. If you're on the south side of town with them and you want to buy a house, sell a house, invest in houses, or if you just want to learn a little bit more about it, Southside Real Estate Professionals will be glad to take you through the process, teach you more about it. No commitment. If it's something that you want to do after you've learned about it, they're right there for you. Their phone number is 210-291-4002. Again, when you call them, let them know that RC Audio Sports told you about them. We're still here at timeout. I'm not sure exactly what the confusion is, but Coach Lopez questioned something on the board, and the scorekeeper requested the John Jay book, and they're kind of going over their, did they carry the one or not carry the one? And 2 shots it is here. Now, again, nothing changed on the board, 29-22 when we went to break, and still 29-22. I'm not sure what the confusion was, but it looks like it's been cleared up to everyone's satisfaction. Michaela Garcia was at the line. She's got 2 shots after being fouled by Brianna Villarreal on her last attempt. And she's good. That was one shot there.
No, she shot one
before. Oh, okay, I got you.
And then that's when they went to call for the officials.
Thank you for clarifying that. Nyesha Barnes with a steal as Leah was trying to get the ball to Brooke. She's going to pull up over to Jalen Arevalo, down to Michaela from the near corner. A little bit long. Shanice with the board. Claire, she's dangerous from there. A little bit long also. And Zoe with the board. Zoe comes up, Brianna Villarreal in front of everybody, goes across to Aaliyah Mancha, off the glass and good.
What a great fast break and get back to the offensive side and end that drought for the McCollum offense.
Michaela will reset that one to Claire. Nyesha gets Aaliyah in the air and across the lane to Michaela, no good. She's fouled again. This time it's Zoe Giannis who will foul her. So Michaela wreaking havoc on that McCollum defense and getting a lot of fouls called. 4 minutes, 53 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Mustangs already in the bonus.
Well, it just tells you how much attention she creates down in the paint when she has the ball. Now that they're McCollum being a little bit more aggressive down low.
In front of the rim, back of the rim, and in. Michaela's good on that free throw, and when the attention that she draws as you're describing that is going to relieve Nyesha Barnes just a little bit, because Nyesha was drawing a crowd all of the first half. So if Michaela Garcia can draw some of that attention away from Nyesha, I'm sure that's going to open up the offense for the Mustangs.
And
2 for 2.
And then her being able to hit those 2 free throws, that makes her even that much more dangerous.
Michaela about a 50% free throw shooter, and Aaliyah is going to give that ball away. That was Michaela with the Nyesha at midcourt, and she's going to draw some attention. Brianna's going to try to slow her down just a little bit to make sure that she cannot penetrate. Claire thinks about it, changes her mind, and here comes Brianna again. A little shuffle offense. Jalen will look for some space in the lane. Shanice from the far corner, a little bit deep. And a whistle. Michaela Garcia this time called with a push off. As she had that ball loaded and ready to go with the board. So first foul against the Mustangs is called against Michaela Garcia on the rebound, a push off. And a second foul now against Claire Gutierrez. Claire Gutierrez draws her first personal foul of the game. Second team foul for the Mustangs in the third quarter. And Lisa would draw Gutierrez on defense. Juliana Torres looks to a backdoor cut. And Lisa cannot deliver to Brianna. Good defense by some outstretched hands there of the John Jay Mustangs.
Well, what the Mustangs have been doing has been capitalizing on these turnovers here. They were at one point down by 13, and now trying to cut that lead even more so here.
Jalen Arevalo with a running jumper gets her own board and misses again. Naisha up close again, a lot of defense. Brooke Romo is in there still. Michaela, Naisha. Oh my gosh, the Mustangs just cannot convert. Naisha again this time. Well, that was about 5 opportunities for the Mustangs on that possession. Brianna is going to pull up and jump and shoot that one good.
Big three-pointer there coming up after a big offensive board matchup there for the John Jay Mustangs.
Michaela Garcia to the floor with Aaliyah and Brooke. And as you said, Bobby, again, drawing a lot of defensive attention. She is a 7-point deficit for the Mustangs with the ball over 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Arevalo will inbound, and Aisha will break free and bring it back. We're going to swing it back around. Chinese to Michaela, into Naisha. She gets them up in the air and takes her shot and misses. But again, Brianna and Aaliyah both defending Naisha.
How about that pass? You know, what impresses me the most right now in watching John Jay and just the way they play so well together is you mentioning earlier that Michaela, just a freshman, how comfortable she is at this level. I promise you, the moment you mentioned it, I had to double check the roster.
Check your notes?
Check my notes to say, wait a second, you're right, she is a freshman.
And again, the reason that I was sure about that was because of her play there on the volleyball court, and she really stood out there too on the front row for the Mustangs. Naisha is good on her first free throw, and nothing but nylon on the second. So the lead now down to 5, and Michaela with the steal up and under, cannot convert, kicks out. Brianna will deflect that. And again, not a stat that shows up well, unless some coaches do take deflections, but you don't often see that as a stat. But that deflection does allow the Mustangs to reset their defense and kind of cut the chaos down just a little bit. Michaela to Chinese. Brooke will defend her. She'll put it on the floor. She's going to look for Naisha. Naisha with a cut. Brianna step back, no good. No, Elisa Espinosa with a board. She's coming out of it, looking for some early offense as the Cowboys do. Aaliyah in line, no good. Arevalo with the board. The Mustangs are going to run. Not sure they have numbers. Naisha going to put that one up. Aaliyah will deny her, in and out again. Gravity looked like it was defied on that shot. Brianna, too much space, but cannot convert. A long board goes to Noelisa Espinosa. Noelisa finds the lane, over to Brooke. Brooke off the glass, and good.
Great recognition there on the drive and dump it off to Romo. And Romo able to get that layup.
Claire Gutierrez over here on the arc, back to Naisha. Naisha will draw Juliana Torres. Jalen Arevalo will reset the offense. Coach Green directing from the sideline there. Claire will get a screen. Jalen cross dribble into the lane. 360, draws a lot of defense, and Brooke Romo will foul her. Jalen Arevalo will go to the line for 2, a 61% free throw shooter. The Mustangs still with a deficit. We're under 2 minutes to play. I'm sure Coach Lopez cannot wait for those 2 minutes to pass as the Cowboys, the Mustangs in the bonus and getting 2 shots every time. Whistle.
Another trip to the free throw line, and it just seems like every time the Mustangs seem to cut in just a little bit closer, the Cowboys come right back with a big play of their own.
They have not let the Mustangs close in to less than 5 points. Jalen on the second free throw calibrates. It hits 1 of 2, a 6-point lead now for the Mustangs as we go into the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Oh, Zoe Yanis on the line as she tried to break free of Claire Gutierrez. Toes on the line. Counts. Michaela Garcia will inbound Chinese. Draws Zoe Yanis. Into Naisha, and again, a double team. Elisa Espinosa will deny, but will foul. And again, that double team, Naisha drawing that double team at the block. And if, as we discussed earlier, if Michaela can get some of that defense away from Nyesha, that'll make her a little bit more efficient. That's tough. It's point blank. You would think that, you think that shot is easy, but when you're drawing a double team and a triple team like Nyesha is, it makes it a little bit tougher.
Yeah, so, and you got Noah Lisa kind of coming down to help a little bit. And it's a good post up there by Shinice.
Nyesha back at the line for the second free throw, and she's good. So the Cowboys now have broken that 5-point barrier. The Mustangs have broken the 5-point barrier. The Mustangs within 4. Juliana Torres, boy, she can be clutch. She'll miss that one. Nyesha will get the deflection over to Shinice. So plenty of time, minute and a half to play. Aaliyah playing defense in the backcourt. Shinice will break free. Claire Gutierrez over to Nyesha. Nyesha to Jalen Arevalo, who will run the point here and reset. Michaela will try to get some space for Nyesha. She'll step back. Romo will close. That's good for 2. Now a 2-point ball game after Nyesha's basket there. 14 points for Nyesha tonight. Noah Lisa at the 1-minute mark is going to draw Shinice's defense. Zoe inside to Brooke. Brooke all alone. Oh boy, no whistle, no foul, no travel, no nothing. Let's play on, the officials say. Juliana Torres, Claire Gutierrez, and that's a lot of blue right there on defense as Aaliyah looks to get the entry pass. So Aaliyah, basically the same thing over here on this side. We talk about Nyesha drawing a lot of attention. Aaliyah has drawn a lot of defensive attention as well. And Aaliyah, who scores 14 points a game, has been held to 8 so far. Still within that 14-point reach. Aaliyah will clear. She's got enough space to shoot. Michaela with the board. Aaliyah will get her hands on it, but Michaela will hold on to it. Shinice, lots of time. Over across to Nyesha. Nyesha to Claire. Claire likes that 3. A little bit long. Aaliyah with the board. The Cowboy faithful wanted to travel there. Felt like Claire had shuffled just a little bit. And Claire will be called for the foul. Claire Gutierrez, we said earlier, the daughter of John Jay football coach Gary Gutierrez. Her brother at the Naval Academy, Jackson, playing football for the cadets, or the midshipmen, beg your pardon. Aaliyah will swing it to Noah Lisa. Claire will close down. Noah Lisa 360 into the lane. Nyesha will be called for the block. Noah Lisa was going to the basket. And not going to matter. It's a moot point because Cowboys now in the bonus. So 2 shots regardless. A 1-and-1 no longer a part of high school basketball. Once the team is in a bonus, every foul is a 2-shot foul. Noah Lisa will hit the first shot. She's a 62% free throw shooter. So Giannis will go to the bench for a little break. Brianna Villarreal, I believe, came out for her. And Alicia Rosa in for Jalen Arevalo. And Noah Lisa will hit both of her free throws.
So just like that, like I said, every time Jay makes a little run, even though they're still up by 4, the Cowboys are.
And Alicia Rosa gets turned back, and Nyesha gets fouled. Oh no, she stepped on the line off the glass and good. The 3, I thought it was going to be a 4-point play there, but instead, the official says that Nyesha had her heel on the sideline, so that's not going to count.
Did it go in?
I thought it did.
I don't think it did.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't going to count either way. No, Lisa, from about 50 feet away, no good as the buzzer sounds. You are watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
You're gonna see me shine. shine, shine, shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Bring you back for the fourth quarter here at the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium on the campus of McCollum High School. Robert B. Franca, I have the privilege of giving the play-by-play this evening. Bobby Mendes at the tech table in color. Gavin Quintanilla on the camera. A 4-point lead for the Cowboys in a big 28-5-8 game. The Cowboys, if the Cowboys can win this one, they can virtually lock up that district title. Naisha Barnes will defend Aaliyah Mancha on the layup, and Aaliyah will not be able to convert.
Well, this is the fourth quarter. The Cowboys led by as many as 13 at one point.
Naisha will let that one go from behind the arc, and Noelisa Espinosa, the heart of a giant there, and just an excellent rebounder. Lisa will step back and go, kick out to Aaliyah. Aaliyah's going to get a lot of touches here in the fourth quarter. Brianna has some space, and she likes it. Up high, Zoe comes in for the board, just can't hang on. So the Mustangs get a break there, and will get their second possession, trailing by 4. The Cowboys, who have been defending the full court the whole game, continue to do so. Rosa draws a double and a triple team, and get some contact. Danny Amesquita all the way from South Dakota. Danny, it's cold down here. Thank you for joining, and thank you for coming in on that chat box. Great to see you. And we see you on our social media as well. Appreciate you liking our posts and such. Claire Gutierrez from behind the arc. A long rebound goes to Brooke, and Brooke looks for a guard. Guard looks for another guard. Aaliyah gets behind the Mustangs, and she'll lay that one in. So the Mustangs cannot convert on a couple of possessions. Almost throw the ball away there. Rosa will go into the paint. And Noelisa with another steal. Noelisa up in front. Zoe left-handed off the glass and good. All just like that. An 8-point lead for the Mustangs.
Good transition for the Cowboys from defense, fast break offense. And they are capitalizing, getting those points, extending that lead just a little bit more.
Noelisa Espinosa averaging over 4 steals per game. She is very active in that mid-court. Naisha behind the line, in and out, no good. So a tough spot here for the Mustangs, trailing by 6, and the Cowboys finding the basket. Zoe cannot convert. Brooke with a board. Shanice with Brooks miss. And just like that, again, the Cowboys all over the ball. The Mustangs get behind that defense. 3-on-3. Naisha's going to take that. And Michaela with the putback cannot convert. And Claire Gutierrez is going to foul Leah.
It's getting a little chippy underneath there.
Sense of urgency here as we approach the 5-minute mark, and the Mustangs were unable to close from a 4-point deficit. Jalen Arevalo and Emery Baldwin back in the ball game for the Mustangs. Trailing now by 8. They were trailing by 4 just a blink ago. And the ball comes over to Noelisa. The Cowboys have numbers. Kick out to April, far corner. And no good. Jalen Arevalo with the board. She looks down court. And, man, what a great job the Cowboys do of just setting up the defense in a hurry. Emery Baldwin from the far corner. A little bit short. Naisha and Shanice cannot hang on to that board. And it goes out of bounds. So the Mustangs will set up their full court press here on the dead ball turnover. And Claire will contest down court to April. April will look back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah to Brianna. She likes that shot. Up and good.
That rainbow 3 goes.
Brianna Villarreal, the green light here, and all of them on trays. So an 11-point lead after the Mustangs were able to close to 4. The Cowboys extend their lead. Claire, she likes that shot too. That one's not, might have gone in. Nope. out, and Noelisa will board that. Zoe down court, head up like she plays. Back to Noelisa in the paint, and Claire will contest that. A foul on the shot. Noelisa to the line for the Cowboys. Noelisa again a 62% free throw shooter, and just don't like to send her to the line much if you are playing against her.
But you got to give McCollum a lot of credit for sticking with the game plan, not getting phased by the aggressiveness of the Mustangs. You know, there was a point they were up by 13. Looked like Jay was coming up on a run. And then McCollum continued to be aggressive on the way back on offense. And now they've extended that lead.
Well, the McCollum Cowboys looking for their third straight district championship here. A lot of the girls on the court are Aisha is going to be called for a charge that will knock down a push away. But the core here for the Cowboys is, pretty much the team that was here. Of course, Nayeli Espinosa graduated, and Gabby Gamboa playing at Texas A&M International. And so as is the case with just about any high school team, you're going to have your graduation. But the girls, Brianna with the three behind the arc here. The McCollum Cowboys, the core of their team here with them. All of these girls have been a big part of the success that they have had. The juniors on the court playing since they were freshmen, looking for their third letter. And Brianna Villarreal, a senior on this team. Again, this is at least her third letter, maybe her fourth. Coach Lopez will bring her to the bench for just a short break, I'm sure. April Flores, Brooke Romo, Zoe Yanis, Leah Mancha, and Noelisa Espinosa on the floor. Emery Baldwin and Jalen Arevalo, I beg your pardon, Alicia Rosa, over to Jalen Arevalo, and Arevalo not expecting that pass. Puts their hands, 13-point lead here for now the McCollum Cowboys.
The Mustangs are going to need a lot of stops and a lot of points in a hurry. But McCollum doesn't look like they're going to give them any opportunity here.
Coach Lopez just a travel here. Coach Lopez is an expert, a tactician here. We got some great coaching on both sides. Wearing blue, Coach Green, and wearing green, Coach Lopez. And you saw in that possession, Coach Lopez just not in a hurry to find a shot. A 13-point lead. He feels like the clock is his ally here, and he's going to try to chew up as much of that as he can. Cosa in the paint is stopped. Arevalo back out. She's in the paint. Into the glass. No good. Naisha with the putback. And that one will go. Naisha Barnes, again, two-time. There's Coach Lopez asking for a timeout, and we're going to take that timeout with him. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We bring you back to McCollum High School. The Cowboys leading 47-36, under 3 minutes to play. And a win here for the McCollum Cowboys would open up a 2-game lead against their two closest challengers. Brooke gets the pass from Noelisa, can't convert, and the Mustangs got a whistle. Brooke Romo called for something. I looked away. I'm not sure what that call was, but Brooke called for a foul. And Naisha all the way across to Jalen. Jalen will try to challenge Brooke. A 360 from Aaliyah, and good. Jalen Arevalo, nice move. So Coach Lopez again has led this team to 2 consecutive district championships. A foul there on Rosa. Has led the team to 2 consecutive district championships. Of course, those 2 were shared. One was shared with, it was a 3-way tie for first, and last year the Cowboys shared the district championship with Harlandale. And it's been a goal for these Cowboys to get that unshared outright district championship. Noah Lisa to Brooke Romo inside, and that's going to help matters here for the Cowboys. Holding on to that 11-point lead.
Ooh. Yeah. One too many dribbles.
One too many dribbles.
Well, a stop and a dribble.
Had an idea, changed her mind, mid-dribble. So she'll get a break. Shanice back in the game. Claire Gutierrez in the game. Michaela, Jalen, and Nyesha on the court for the Mustangs.
And you know, Coach, you talked about McCollum, 3-time district champions.
Well, not yet.
Well,
this could be the third.
This could be the third, but talking about their journey into district and into the playoffs, and they've come into some really tough competition. But you're talking about a team that's been together for a long time and trying to make a playoff run this time. They are looking pretty good.
They certainly are, and I'm going to have to go back and check enrollments, because remember that this year that 5A, once they're in the playoffs, they get split into D1 and D2, so we'll see what their path is. The McCollum Cowboys are area finalists, also back-to-back area finalists. We had the privilege of calling that game against Kerrville-Tivy 2 years ago. That was an audio stream, and boy, that one was close. Last year, Liberty Hill, the Cowboys hung in there until the very end. I think Liberty Hill opened that one up at the end of that game. But again, twice area finalists. These girls have a lot of, they've got a lot of basketball together under their belts. And, it really shows. Coach Lopez has done an excellent job of building this team. And a lot of their success, you got to point right to that head man over there, Coach Ernest Lopez, a product of Harlandale ISD. Coach Lopez played for Harlandale High School. He played for one of the most successful teams at Harlandale High School for Coach Chris Adamek, who is now the head coach at Bernie Champion. Longtime Harlandale High School coach. Ernest Lopez played for him, graduated in 2010. Had a deep run in the playoffs his senior year. Now coaching for the McCollum Cowboys. So Aaliyah again, she's going to use her handles here, and Zoe, another player on that team that just is tough to challenge her, because she's going to get by you. She's got that cross if you challenge her too tightly. And Lisa to Brooke inside. Brooke with a miss, and Nyesha with a board. And it makes that down court. Claire, no whistle. Brooke, Romo, Coach Green saying, "What do I need to do?" And the official just not having any of it.
It's close. Somebody's got to get him back there.
That's what assistant coaches are for. Coach Green, he's got an argument. I got to say there was a lot of contact there, but no call. 11-point deficit here. Not sure if that would have made a difference in the outcome. Shanice Davis behind the arc will close it to within 8. So the Cowboys again were not in a hurry on their last 2 possessions. They look like they are going to stay in that slow down mode. Shanice is going to give Zoe just a little bit of space. Coach Green's going to send a double team. Claire and Jalen. Coach Lopez again with a timeout as Aaliyah was going to get trapped in the corner. We've mentioned that before on previous, we've talked about that before on previous games that we've coached her. Let's get another look at that. Is this the non-foul?
No, this is
Shanice's
big shot.
Yeah, big shot
to cut that lead down to 8.
I like that. Shanice, big shot Davis. Shanice's dad was a state champion when he played for the John Jay Mustangs.
That was in 2001?
I'm going to defer to you on that.
2000?
In that ballpark?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Dad,
it was
Jeff Davis was on the state championship team for John Jay.
I remember seeing that on ESPN. I was on spring break in Oklahoma.
Very proud alum and a big supporter of sports. Very, very few sporting events that you don't look up into the bleachers and not see Jeff Davis.
Coach Romy Vela, right?
I believe so. The late Coach Romy Vela.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of coaches, Claire Gutierrez, the daughter of Coach Gary Gutierrez on the defense. The travel is called, 43 seconds, an 8-point deficit. We've seen stranger things happen. Jalen is going to dribble right up the middle to Claire back out. And Jalen's got some space, but she's going to take the lane. Left-handed layup. She's made a few of those.
Well, the McCollum Cowboys wisely give it to her.
Brooke Romo behind the defense will put it on the floor one more time, and that will convert. That keeps the lead safely at 8 points for the Cowboys. Chinese over to Michaela. Michaela will cross into the lane, loses the dribble. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by a Cowboy. 51-43 is the score here. Claire Gutierrez with the inbounds. Going to step in inside the arc and lay that one up. Naisha with another free ball there, and she's going to put it up. Basket is good. I think we've got a timeout on the floor. 1.1 second there to play. Coach.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we are back for the final 0.1 second here at the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez, Gavin Quintanilla on cameras tonight. Next Friday, we'll let this be 1.1 second. Next Friday, we're at Southwest. It's West boys basketball teams meeting each other. Similar situation here. John Jay undefeated, Southwest with one loss. They played in the early going. And I don't think they had their full squad because football was still, the Dragons were still playing football. But what a team the Mustangs have. Good gosh, Jarius Jackson, Jaden Gee, and Cameron Garza.
He's the one with the quadruple double.
Quadruple double followed by a triple double, Cameron Garza. And that is the buzzer here. The Cowboys victorious, 51-45. Bobby, I'm going to hand it over to you.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here from Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium. We'll be back in just a quick moment.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
51-45, the final here from Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium on the campus of McCollum High School here. Coach Robert Villafranca down looking at some of the scores. We are going to select our Martinez and Associates player of the game here in just a moment. We will try and get that to you in just a moment. It's going to be a tough one here because great effort offensively, defensively, all around good movement here for the McCollum Cowboys as they defeated the John Jay Mustangs. As you see Coach there having a chat with Coach Ernest Lopez of the McCollum Cowboys. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to sign off right now, and we're going to encourage you to follow us on our social media so you can find out who our Martinez and Associates player of the game. For our broadcast crew this evening, Gavin Quintanilla, thank you for your camera work. Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez, and we will see you on Friday from Southwest High School, where the Dragons will take on the John Jay Mustangs.